How about some Kirby, guys? I think it's time to get into some fun stuff. And let me introduce Bomb Happy with coming up with the run of Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe.
Alright, hello everybody, my name is Bomb Happy. We are doing all stages Magalor Epilogue. So we will be seeing the all stages category, which I think is going to be a really fun and an amazing version of the any percent category where you actually do the spirit of the run. So I'm looking forward to do it, and so I'll hand it off to Aidan.
Hello everyone. Super excited to be here this morning, afternoon, wherever you all are.
All right. So I'll just go ahead and get into it, and we will do the what's the thing called? Do the lore of it once we get into the story. So let me just go ahead and get ready for everyone to do the timer. So I'll count it down, and we will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
All right. So basically, how it starts is we are Magalor. So he recently just got defeated by Kirby, and so he lost all of his powers. So in this epilogue, Magalor is actually going to try and recover all of his abilities. And so right now, we are very weak. So we're not going to be seeing anything crazy with Magalor right now. He's very slow, very weak right now, and we'll just see what's going to happen.
Yep, and coming up is one common theme you're going to be seeing in all of the stages here. At the end of every stage, there is an enemy arena, where basically defeat all the enemies in waves. Sometimes there will be a boss at the end as well. But as you can see, we're very limited so far. We just have a little orb attack that barely has any distance, and upwards orb attack that literally just hits above your head. But as you saw, we just obtained a nice little. There's a bit of there's a bit of debate over what the community calls these things. I guess we'll go with tacos because I think that's just what we've started calling it at this point. But already we've unlocked a new power. This is a Magalor Bomb, or Magical Bomb.
Yes, and this is going to be really important because in this category, we have to combo a bunch of enemies throughout the levels. So right now, usually you would just try and go through these levels as soon as possible, but we're going to have to try and do as much damage as we can per level just because we do need magic points. And so the main thing about this category is we have to get a gold medal at the end of each stage. And so in order to do that, you need to get a minimum amount of magic points in order to do that. So we're going to have to try and kill as minimum, but also as fast as the fastest enemies to get, just so we don't waste any time. And also, I think my combo game was just a little bit off, so we're going to take a safety magic points right here.
Yeah, you absolutely don't want to be restarting any of these stages. It's a very big time loss if you accidentally get a silver medal. So yeah, once you complete a regular stage, you get a rank, a medal rank, and it goes bronze, silver, gold, which we need, and then there's also a platinum. So for most stages, we're going to be seeing gold and platinum medals.
Yes. And so, honestly, for both categories, World 1 is, in my opinion, the hardest part of the runs. There is harder tricks definitely later on, but in terms of getting all these magic points, you're limited on how you can do it just because Magalor is very weak. It doesn't have anything special going on for them right now. But we're coming on to our first ordeal, which is going to be these ability rooms where you have to upgrade that specific ability to that level that they require, just so you can open up the door, because we are doing all stages.
Yep, and upgrades are obtained by using our magic points we collect throughout the stage. And as you saw, not only did Bomb upgrade Magic Sphere, also upgraded Levitation, which is going to help us with a bit of movement here since there is some verticality in this level.
Yeah. This definitely would be a slower level if I did not have Levitation here, and it's also very important to make sure you are routing your ability upgrades throughout each run, just to make sure that you're not opening it like 7 times every single world. You always want to minimize how much you open it. And what I find very neat about this category is the magic points that you get during this run is actually very tight. You don't have just like bonus magic points just sitting around doing nothing. You will need all of it.
I love the first part of 1 too. The combo is like eye candy to look at for me.
Yeah, I really like doing this one too, especially the first room. First room was very cool looking. Also, another thing to note when it comes to moving around with Magalor, if you float and press the bomb attack right afterwards, you actually don't lose any horizontal speed. So I actually don't lose any speed for trying to do as much damage as I can. Alright.
Yeah, and it is important to use bomb as a combo tool because every hit with bomb is 2 hits in a combo.
Yes. Alright. Just a quick little arena right here. Nice. And that should be 200 magic points at least.
Yep.
And so we're always cutting it really close when it comes to the World 1 comboing, just because we don't have our main combo tool right now. So usually in very fast runs, you'd probably be maybe 1 to like 5 points off of the magic point requirements in these levels. But once we get into higher levels, we'll be seeing a lot of easy platinums. Alright, and this is one of the run killers, in my opinion. This is Levitation Stage. And these platforms are very small, and Magalor, unlike Kirby, does not have infinite flight until he's fully upgraded. So, if I do this wrong, I will die. And so, we're just gonna make sure not to die.
Platforming in my Kirby game.
Yep. So, looks like we're in the clear. Yeah, should be fine now.
I've seen Bomb lose way too many runs to this stage.
I have died here plenty of times, so I made that look easy, but it happens quite often. Alright. And at the end of each level, or at the end of each world, the last level is always going to be moving left, so fun fact, for anybody who wants to play this game. You always want to go left on the last stage. So right here. You actually don't need a combo too much in this section here, just because we do get plenty later on, but I'm just going to combo just in case, because resetting runs, or resetting the stages is not good.
Safety!
Yes. Okay.
Well, safety is the #1 priority in speedrunning, of course, everyone knows this.
Yep. Especially in marathon runs.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Alright, I wish I remembered the name of this enemy coming up here, but usually they're holding a key. This time they're holding a big chunk of magic points there that we're going to want to get.
Yeah, very easy to get with that tech I was talking about, where you can float into throwing down a bomb, making sure not to lose much speed there. And I think I have plenty of magic points, so even if I royally mess up this arena, we should be fine.
Yeah, these Sir Kibbles actually take quite a beating to take out. While the Brontoberts are a lot easier.
Right?
And then you got this guy here. This guy is actually really tough and does the shiny enemies, they do more damage than normal,
I did
right?
250, didn't I? I think I just lost magic points. I think I just got I got a very unfortunate glitch.
Oh.
That's very unfortunate. So there's this problem that happens where if you take damage on, I think, the same exact frame where you lose your combo, you actually don't get rewarded any of the magic points from your combo.
Oh, that's
So,
why that happens?
I just have to go through 1-1 once again, so this is a very unfortunate time loss. We'll just double up on our safety magic points on this first area, but usually I actually overcompensated, but I just lost probably like 60 points worth of magic points there, so
That's
very unfortunate.
crazy.
Yeah. And we'll take this one too.
This looks like a lot. This looks like what my runs looked like. Before Bomb Happy was running this, I was basically the first to run this category. And I definitely well, my strats were archaic compared to Bombs back then.
Yeah, just because honestly, it's very tedious to try and get like the optimal amount of magic points that you need each level, and we're not gonna do. I'm trying to optimize how fast we had to do it. So a lot of times my runs did die because I was literally like 1 magic point off from getting a gold. So that's how much optimization that I had to do.
Yeah, this category can get brutal sometimes.
Right. And so I think just for safety, I'm going to go this way. Just because there is no wall for me to run away from, and so there's no way I can take damage here.
Yeah, look at all those magic points.
Yeah.
There, and then you get a bonus there. So much more. Yeah, really unfortunate that that had to happen.
Yeah.
You know what else
really
is
was.
unfortunate? This next stage is an auto-scroller.
Yes, yes.
Oh god.
Yeah, so coming up is Health 3, where basically you gotta stand on this moving platform and survive.
Yep, and we'll go ahead and upgrade Upwards Magic Sphere here, just because it's going to be very useful for the next boss.
Yes.
But if there's any shoutouts or donations right now, it's a very good time.
Yeah, for sure. Just to remind everyone in chat, we do have some funky little prizes for any donations made throughout the whole marathon here. And to go through a few of them here, I got some to shout out. One of our prizes from Trifox, it's a colorful twin-stick shooter inspired by classic platforms like Crash Bandicoot. Embark on a journey straight out of Saturday morning cartoons, defeat evil villains and his minions, and get your TV remote back. I mean, I would definitely want to get my TV remote back if some villain stole it. Featuring 3 classes, Warrior Mage and Engineer, and there's a playstyle for everyone. Check out Trifox on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. And then we also have a little bit of from an indie developer, Daisy Games, solo indie developer specializing in puzzle games, with styles ranging from retro to horror to chill and relaxing. Daisy Games has something for everyone. If you enjoy challenging yet accessible puzzle games, you can check them out on Steam as well. Hopefully we'll be giving away some of those keys and stuff like that. We also do have an incentive coming up for the next run in Super Mario 3D World. That's our next run coming up after Kirby. Hopefully we hit this incentive. It is a bonus world crown itemless run. So make sure you get in those donations. Hopefully we'll keep them coming and we can get some more gaming. I mean, who would ever say no to more speedrunning coming up? Oh, yeah. I always love seeing fun strats, so it's really fun to see all these fun categories. So if you want to see some more fun tech and fun, interesting stuff, get those donos in.
Alright, so this here is our first main boss in the run, Electric-Key Duder, based off of the World 2 boss, Mr. Duder, but this time he's been Electric-Key.
Yes, and funnily enough, their hat is very wide, but their attack is very skinny on this phase transition. So we can just hug this wall and not worry about taking any damage whatsoever.
Yeah, this fight was kind of a nightmare before we figured it out, but now I'd say it's very easy to get like a 60+ combo, which allows us to get so many points. And you get a big point bonus just from completing the boss.
So you definitely get a lot of magic points here.
Yeah, so there's pretty much no worries about what is
getting combos on this one, yeah.
No worries about getting a silver, pretty much.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially there is a very risky strat that you can do where if you position yourself very properly during the phase transition, you can actually just stand in the same exact spot, and even though the hat is trying to home in on you, they will still get they'll still keep missing, which is a small uptime, but it's not too big of an issue. It's like literally like frames worth of saving. Right? And so we're gonna do a little upgrade path once again. Usually I would upgrade Magalor Surge, which is gonna be our new ability, which is gonna be our main form of damage, movement, and comboing. So we'll be seeing this. This is where it gets fun for Magalor, just because it goes fast. And just look at these combos. Very, very easy.
Yeah, you may notice the little color of the combo counter changes as like it progresses. It's sort of like a combo tier system, where as the number, or well, as like you go from like blue to orange to purple to magenta here, and then to like big purple once you reach 100 plus, then you start getting a bunch more points.
Oh yeah, you get a lot of points here. And I did upgrade an ability called Trickery, and so the first level of Trickery that you upgrade gives you extended combo duration. And so this is very important because when we enter into this portal with this 120 combos, which would typically reward, I think, around 500 magic points, instead of being awarded double, or awarded 500, you're going to be awarded double those magic points. So just like that, it's a bug abuse that I recently found based off the data of what combos are supposed to give you. And basically how it works is the game is trying to figure out whether or not you are supposed to be awarded the magic points before you enter the exit of the stage. And because of that, they miss a flag somehow. And you end up getting rewarded magic points because they think you weren't awarded it, even though it's already en route to be given to you. And so you just end up getting double. It's a pretty neat bug. And it's very easy to pull off too. Alright, and then this level right here, this is just going to be an arena level. A lot of enemies to deal with, and we're just going to be trying to combo them as much as we can.
Yep, a new mechanic with this stage. Oh, wait, did you already explain this? I had a brain fart.
Who knows, maybe.
Yeah, so there's these little, like, orb containers in the center, where basically once you complete the arena, you get those magic points. But the enemies will try and destroy those. And if they do get destroyed, the arena ends early, but you lose those magic points and you take a bunch of damage. Overall, it's just fastest in this stage to complete the arena.
Alright, nice. Good combos right there. Probably around 600 magic points.
Yep, and another ability you unlock as you enter World 2 is the good old beam. The Magalor cannon.
Yes, Magalor Cannon's a very good damaging tool. It is a cutscene, so do keep in mind that whenever you do try and kill enemies that have a lot of HP, sometimes it's actually faster to not even use beam at all. But usually in cases where the enemies are in very awkward positions, it's very easy to use cannon there. Alright. And so now we're gonna open up the menu one more time, just because we need to be faster. And Magalor Surge 3 will allow us to use 2 double dashes, or 2 surges, which is going to be very convenient for us. We'll go ahead and upgrade to Bomb 3 as well. And usually I would wait until I get Magalor Levitation as well, but we'll upgrade that later. Alright, and this one's a pretty simple level.
This one's fun.
Technically, you can do this with Magalor Surge 2, but it would definitely be a lot slower, just because we do have this double dash.
Yeah, and we do avoid a lot of the bonus points here, just because we want to be going as fast as possible, and there is no rank for the ordeals.
Yes, so we don't have to worry about magic point gathering. Oh, my audio just cut out. Let's see if I can fix that real quick.
The severe time loss.
There we go. All right, there we go.
God. Who could have saw that?
We're back in it. We're back in it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Bon,
that
your
time
scene needs to be changed.
Oh, say that again?
Your scene needs to be changed.
Oh, okay, okay. No.
This is so
We'll fix
funny.
it real soon. All right. This is the only room that matters. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay. We are back in it. We're back in it.
Just a bit of an oopsie.
A whoopsie doopsie.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, technical issues, sorry everybody, but we're back into Magalor, and here, the original routing for this level was to pick up these rainbow gems and purple gems, but with that new bug abuse that we found, we actually don't need to do this as long as I do this arena properly. So as long as I just combo properly and then enter the portal, this should be a pretty easy platinum.
Love to see it. We got time for a little blurb.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah.
Awesome. With the Raiders coming in, welcome on in. Welcome to Prevent-A-Thon, guys. We're here to raise money for Little Warriors. Little Warriors is a charity. Of course it is. It's a national charitable organization focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. We also advocate on behalf of and with child sexual abuse survivors. For any more information, you can obviously visit littlewarriors.ca. We are raising money in Canadian dollars today. So if you do ! rate, you can also see the rate conversions in chat.
All right. Okay. And so we're gonna get into a pretty easy level. This is just gonna be bomb ordeal. Nothing too special.
Oh, I love this one.
But it is very fun to just throw down bombs from on high, because we don't really get to do this too much, just because we're always busy running with Magalor Surge very fast.
I'm really glad
these poor monkeys are just subjected to just staying here, getting hit by bombs.
Yeah. I'm really glad they added these to the game, and they did such a good job on all of them.
Yeah, that's why I really like Magalor Epilogue so much, just because you get to slowly become stronger. It's like a power fantasy. You just like start off with this like terrible Magalor that's like so weak from battle, and then you just become so strong, and we'll see that towards the end. We'll see some pretty crazy boss skips.
Feel like an isekai anime protagonist moment.
Yes, he kind of did get isekai'd because he went to another different dimension, and because he lost. I don't know if he actually died, but he definitely lost in his battle. So he is truly our protagonist.
For real.
All right. And so this room, I just have to be a little bit careful here, just because this is going to be my main combo section. If I don't get the combos here, this might be a silver.
Yeah, and
we'll just combo
spacing
that one.
is very important because shoot. It is very important because the moment you get hit, you do lose your combo.
Yes. So all stages is definitely a very high skill or like very punishing category, just because if you do mess up combos, some sections are not really recoverable. So, like right there, that was recoverable.
That's that time save that we
as
needed.
much combos as we can get here. Should be enough. Hopefully that's 850.
That's 850.
I believe it's 850. I really hope it's not 900. Okay, yeah. It's 800. Never mind. We're good. We're fine. Alright. And there's actually no necessity to upgrade any abilities right now, but I did miss out on levitation, so we need to upgrade that real quick. So that'll be it. Just because we do need levitation 3 for a lot of platforming sections later on. It's also for safety as well, just because there's a lot of sections that you can easily die in without having float.
Yeah, there's actually a few skips you can do with Levitation 3, like this one right here.
Yep, there you go, just like that. Usually you were supposed to land on that platform and it would slowly fall down, but it's a small skip you can do, just... Okay.
I thought you were getting squished there.
I thought I was going to get squished, and that was going to be a very sad way of losing the run, but I think we're fine.
Another little skip here. Then we want to collect these points here, because by the end of the run, we will need a certain amount of points. Thankfully, things like that glitch we had, and also replaying 1-3, will help us reach that goal.
Oh yeah, we do have a little bit of some extra magic points from.
Yeah, you got like an extra 230 there.
Yep. All right, and so coming up is Fiery Puffer. This is a pretty difficult skip, so we'll see if we can pull it off. Might be a little bit too close to the...
Alright, watch this, everyone.
Might be a little bit too close. Yeah, this might not be it. Yeah, it's not it. I can recognize that already. But the idea was to try and kill Fiery Puffer before this little rollout phase happens. just because we are going to be watching him for about 10 seconds worth of just doing absolutely nothing. And I would have ended that combo with a cannon, but I recognized that it wasn't going to happen, so we're just saving ourselves a few seconds from not using that cutscene of cannon damage.
Wonderful. We got time for a little donation?
Yep,
Yes.
sure.
Awesome. We got $5 from Anonymous with little Puyo. Little Warriors is a great cause, less than 3. Thank you so much for the donation.
Yes, thank you for the poyos. You know, I would love more poyos in the chat, you know? Be really good.
Give your best Puyo, Bum. What's your best Puyo?
Poyo. Poyo! We got 2 poyos.
I always loved it when you do the low pitch Poyo or the low pitch Wanya.
Oh yeah, Waddle Dee makes a Wanya sound. They're like Wanya, but I like doing Wanya. Imagine Waddle Dee just walking up to you and just saying Wanya.
I don't know if I'd be scared or if I'd find it cute.
It's a curse kind of cute. I can agree with that. All right, and since we did conserve our cannon, usually I would have to do some crazy comboing in that first room, but we didn't have to do that at all, so now we can just do this arena very normally. Oh, love all the poyos, everybody. Alright, and so here, just a very satisfying cannon to throw out, easy damage, very quick. And we now have a 100 combo that hopefully, if I enter this portal, I should be able to get a very, very easy platinum.
Ooh.
Yep, there you go.
Oh my gosh, that's like what, 300 more?
Yeah, something a lot around there. I think it's like 400. I think when you hit 100 combos, it's around like 400, 450 magic points. So.
Yeah, and that just got doubled by the glitch.
Yep. It's very easy to glitch to pull off. We didn't even know that it existed until way later, but it was already accidentally done every single time by other runners. Just because when you're trying to go fast, you're trying to enter the portal really fast, and so it was just a natural consequence of what happens.
Yep. So I do like this ordeal because there is like you are like intended to use a charge to hit both of the switches, but with some careful routing, we can kind of just bypass having to do a lot of that. It does make some of these rooms harder, like usually these balls you don't have to worry about, but it's fine. We're here to go fast.
Yes, yeah, we're here to go fast. Originally, I didn't even know about that trick, and so I lost about, I think, 8 to 12 seconds for just trying to charge up your needles. So that was the intention, is to charge up your needles, which is a pretty huge time loss in itself.
Yeah, there was actually a route where you'd get Deadly Needles 4, which grants you a faster charge. Before we found out you could like bypass having the charge.
Wow. Have we got time for another donation there, guys?
Yeah, go for it.
We've just had a very big one. Thank you so much, Talia, for the $50 donation. That gets us into our incentive for the Mario run, so we're going to be seeing some extra speed running in a little bit, and we're very, very close to be hitting our next incentive after this one, so we're just a little bit away from that. So we've nearly just hit out 2 incentives with that 1 donation. Thank you for the huge $50, Lady Ellie. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the support for Little Warriors.
Yeah, it's definitely really cool, and you know, I've been playing a little bit of Mario 64 lately, so I'll give myself a...
I think you cut out for me there.
Oh no, a little too loud of a Yahoo, sorry.
It's probably on stream, it's okay.
Alright, there you go. And so this is Water Galboros right here.
This is the
Aiden's
best
favorite.
mid boss in all of Kirby right here. This is Water Galvaros. I love Water Galvaros.
Water Galboros is a very nice chonk right there. And in any percent category, you can actually let all the enemies just kill that magic sphere container. As a speed strat, I think it's about a 5 or 6 second save if you do that strat. But we need magic points, so we definitely needed to do that. I actually ended up routing in extra combos in the first 2 rooms just to be safe, just because if you do mess up that arena, it's just a guaranteed silver if you mess it up. So just some safety right there. And pretty cool unintended level here. You're supposed to be using shield, which I'll just showcase right here. You have 5 stars. And that's invincible blocking for most.
Yeah, this is my favorite ordeal here. Magalor Surge 3. I mean, Magic Barrier 2.
Yes, exactly. So
And as you
Magalor
see, you
Surge,
just zoom across
invincible,
this.
very fast.
We should IL this.
Yeah, honestly, I really should. This one's very awkward because you are dealing with a bunch of speed vents, and it's very hard to maintain a proper speed and surge movement to not get hit by any of those Gordos. But, you know, still faster than just holding shield the whole entire time, so we're not going to do that. And on to 3-3.
And for those who are so well versed and not versed in speedrunning, would you like to tell people what IL stands for? I definitely know what it means, but I'll let you explain.
It means individual levels, which is something we don't really like. Honestly, individual levels aren't something we focus on too much, like within like most Kirby games. But I think just with that stage, it's just a fun one to just try and route out like what is the fastest actual way to do that one.
Yeah,
just like grind it out.
I've
for a
tried
few
routing that one
hours.
quite often, but it's just very awkward to pull it off sometimes, just because any minor problem with speed, it just ends up getting you hit by a Gordo.
Maybe I'd have to give it a shot myself then.
Yeah, maybe. It would be really neat to see it, because it is very satisfying to see that section.
Yeah.
And I guess another thing to note is with Magalor Surge, you can it's actually a very dynamic move. So even though it looks simple, I'm just pressing B twice. The timing on when you press the second B for the surge, it actually can shorten or extend the length of your double dash. So it's a very nuanced movement options that you can do with surge that can be very important on whether or not you can land on a platform or not. So it's just something that I find very amazing about this category.
Wow, we just talked through that entire auto-scroller.
True. We did get a nice little $50 donation, so thought it was a good time to fill in some gaps. Alright. And so this one is a very difficult arena, in my opinion, just because it is very vertical heavy, and Magalor is not very good in that department.
This arena's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
There was originally a strat where you use Magalor Cannon here. Uh-oh.
We should be fine on the gold, on the metal. We just would lose a little magic points. It's no big deal.
You earned a gold medal.
Oh, easy platinum
Nope,
still.
it's not a gold medal.
Yep. Alright. But, I mean, if there is any more shoutouts one more time, this is... Wait, sorry. This is not 3-4 yet. After
Isn't it?
3-4, we can do some shoutouts.
For sure,
I like
just for
3-4 though.
well, everyone
But
will be
this
able to see
level
it.
right here is actually my favorite, only because this is the reason why I even got into this category in the first place, or into Magalor in the first place. Because Aidan here actually posted a clip of very optimal movement in this level, and I thought it was so sick. I'm doing a variation where I'm trying to get more combos instead of just going as fast as possible, so we'll just see a nice little 120 combo here.
That's what we love to see.
Yeah, that first room is my favorite. The next few rooms are a bit more simple, so I think we have a bit of time. Just gotta avoid some boulders.
The scariest of all Kirby enemies, just a large rock.
Oh, they are. In the original game of this that released on Wii, stage hazards like those boulders are guaranteed to take your ability. So in an any percent run where you have to keep wing the entire time, you absolutely cannot afford to get hit by those boulders.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. In this game, they made it a bit nicer actually in Kirby mode. Stage hazards now only have a chance to take your ability.
Gambling with the big boulders.
Yep.
But yeah, just just as a small clarification, with our with one of the runs coming up, the Hello Kitty Roller Rescue, there is a poll for you guys to vote on which character to run. Currently in the lead, Hello Kitty is going to be the racer at the moment for that run. However, there is Bad Bats currently in second place. So if you plan on giving us some sneaky little donations, you can definitely vote for which character is going to be played in that particular run.
I do like me some Batsmaru. I like Batsmaru. It's actually one of the original plushies that my brothers used to own, which was very cool. I always thought Batsmaru was a really cool character.
I mean, if we're talking Sanrio, it's got to be Kuromi all the way. I'm a Kuromi stan.
Me too.
Yeah, my partner's favorite character is Cinnamon Roll. Very soft.
I love
classic.
Cinnamon Roll too.
Have you guys seen the Build-A-Bear Kuromi that's coming out?
No, I haven't.
I have not.
Yeah, they're coming out with a Build-A-Bear. I think they have a Cinnamon Roll Build-A-Bear, but Kuromi seems to be the new one coming out.
Nice.
I can only imagine what the voice clip inside of the Kuromi doll is going to be.
From Build-A-Bear? Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, so coming up, we're going to be going against what I like to call Water Goku. It'll be pretty obvious in the second phase, but we'll let it speak for itself. Also, why not just turn around? Let's turn around a little bit here. Oh. I completely missed that dash, but that's okay. Alright. Where are you? It's okay. We're fine. I'm trying to find this. I'm trying to find Water Goku. Where are you, buddy? You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Alright. It's fine. Okay. We tried. We tried. Having a split audio makes it a little bit awkward, but...
Yeah. The context here is that Bomb has actually been starting to work on Magalor Epilogue any percent blindfolded, which sort of like Bomb's happy start in speedrunning was with Forgotten Land, and Bomb, as crazy as he is, put it on himself to try running that game blindfolded, and has gotten it down like fairly low. So now he's going to Magalor Epilogue, already gotten it down to is it already below 50 minutes?
It's definitely below 50, I think. Oh, no, it's not below 50. It's a 52 right now? I think so. That's where it is right now. It might be just straight up on a 50. But yeah, the any percent category is 38 minutes, so it's 12 minutes slower than doing it with your eyes, at least with how I do with my eyes. But very fun. I like doing blindfolded stuff, but sometimes I don't do it because I like doing other things too.
Yeah. So now that we've made it to World 4, we've unlocked our last ability, Black Hole, which we're about to see here. Check this out. We're gonna use Black Hole here so we can collect oh, or not. I thought you were gonna collect the little magic thingy. The container, whatever that thing's called.
Yep. This is very awkward. Usually I was supposed to maintain those combos right there, but we'll just take what we can get here. We'll just grab these magic points here as well. And just for safety, we're gonna combo a little bit extra in this room as well. Just because this room can be very punishing if I mess up the arena.
Yeah, this room here can be pretty difficult as well. It's a mostly vertical room, and then later we'll be seeing similar challenges, but with more enemies, little sword guys swinging at you. I hate these guys.
Yeah, very rude, just like that. But
Yeah.
fortunately...
Aww. I was like, I'm wondering where that's gonna land.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me a few times, so I know that it drops into the abyss, so you just have to wait for it to respawn.
Yeah, also, as you can see there, with the little vanish that we unlocked in World 3.
Yeah, safety comboing right here. Just because I did mess up the first room, so we just want to make sure we have enough magic points for the end of this level.
Yeah, this stage was... Back when I was, like, originally running this, my first goal was, like, a 109. And this stage is just brutal. Like, sometimes I was like... my very first run, I did it well, but then it sort of conditioned me to think the stage was easy. This is like probably one of the hardest stages in the run in all stages, in my opinion.
Yes, it is.
Sorry, just a bit of a rant there about good old 4-1. But yeah, very important to keep your combo here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did it drop?
Yeah, it looks like I dropped my combo at some point.
Oh.
But, usually, I don't have Trickery 5 here, which would give me the extra combos that I would need to have it give me the double magic point glitch. But we don't have to worry about that too much because if I do this correctly, which is very difficult, we're going to get into 4-2. So, as a setup, 4-2 any percent. No one likes this level.
Everyone hates this level.
No one likes this level.
I hated this level. I was like, when I was originally like trying to figure out this game, like back when it released, I was trying to do as much of it with like as little upgrades as possible so I can like sort of be like, oh, what do I need? What don't I need? So I was like trying to do this with like no health upgrades and it's just miserable.
Yes. And the reason why it's so miserable is because at the very end of this level, there is going to be an auto-scroller arena. Very weird thing to say, but
auto-scroller arena.
It is the worst thing for any percent because you're just waiting while having to deal with a bunch of enemies that you don't even need to kill, at least for some of them. But in all stages, what's very neat about this is that it's actually one of the best ways to get magic points during the run. But it's also very difficult because we have to extend this whole combo throughout the whole entire auto-scroller arena.
Yeah, and your combo won't end prematurely because the combo timer sort of does halt as you're waiting for enemies to spawn in. But once there are enemies on screen, you need to take them out as quickly as you can before you lose your combo.
Yes, exactly. And this section right here, this is probably the hardest section to deal with, but I managed to find something that makes it pretty easy. Okay, there you go. Alright, hardest part out. So, originally with this area, any stages that have moving platforms, you actually don't need to kill those enemies whatsoever. You only need to kill these enemies that spawn right here. And then this section right here is going to be the last one, so you just have to do it as fast as possible. Alright, that looks good.
Wow, 183 combo.
Oh, but I'm not inside the portal properly, so this might be awkward. Oh, it looks good, looks good. So yes, there you go.
Look at that! So
that is a
many
lot of
points.
magic points. So originally you would probably get around 12,000 magic points right there, or 1,200 magic points. But
And that's
I was
enough
able to get
for a gold.
18,000. Yes. I think a gold is like probably 900, so we went above and beyond to get this platinum magic points. And it may seem a little bit overkill, but trust me, it's not overkill.
Alright, coming up, we have 4-3, or... yeah, 4-3. And this is our little mid-boss rush, trope we have in our Kirby games. And after that, there's gonna be... the run's gonna be a bit more chill for a bit, but for now, we have our first boss here, Moundo, and of course, with Moundo, we have Moundo Skip. With most mid-bosses, once they reach half health, they will try and do an attack where they become invincible. But if you sort of like, as you saw, you used the Magalor cannon where all time is stopped, you can try and just straight up kill the boss before Moundo does that invincibility attack, which Bomb did very well there.
Yes. The ideal scenario is I would have done a little bit more damage there, just so I could dish out the Magalor cannon and kill their corpse. So as you've noticed with all the mini bosses, whenever they die, they have to get beaten up just a little bit more before they explode. And usually with cannon, you can actually do that as you're taking down their HP bar. But still able to skip the invincible phase, which is the most important part.
Alright, coming up next is Bonkers, another mid-boss skip where you're gonna have here. As you can see, they got like quite these intricate setups with Bonkers running into these bomb traps, spike traps. There's a lot of love and thought that's gone into these boss strategies, and I really just love that about this run.
Yeah, the boss optimizations here, especially once we get towards the end, is really, really cool. We're able to skip a lot of phases that usually we would have to just wait through, but with some very proper setups with bombs and needles, we'll just be seeing a lot of damage.
Alright, our last mid-boss here, Kibble Blade, one of the easier ones.
Yep, very easy. And I made sure to combo those Sir Kibbles there. Usually you can actually just skip killing the last 2 Sir Kibbles. But if you don't do that, you end up actually getting a silver sometimes. So I've just made sure to combo those enemies as well, just because they actually reward you a decent amount of magic points there. So, yep.
What stage is after this?
This is going to be Trickery 6.
Alright, so Trickery is an ability that, their upgrades aren't, like, consistent. Like, the first one was, like, extended combo timer, which you also get, and then there's also, like, random food drops, slight speed boost. It's a bit of an interesting one, but, now that you've upgraded all that to max, now that you've upgraded all that to max, you can try out all those cool things here. We're gonna skip past all of it, so
Yeah.
let's take it over to our host.
Look at that. We love a good little skip getting through everything there. And some fun speedrun strats. Yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Obviously, we are raising money for Little Warriors. So thank you for watching Prevent-A-Thon. We're a speedrunning marathon benefiting Little Warriors, a Canadian-based charity focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. Every year, Sulk with Mind organize an event to mark their channel anniversary. This year, they wanted to do something special, and so they, with some help here and there from all the runners and everyone here at Prevent-A-Thon, have organized Prevent-A-Thon. If you'd like to know more, type !info in chat. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you all for the support, the amazing donations that are coming in. We've got so many fun events coming up, especially with the Mario incentive being met, and of course, we've still got our polls running for which character is going to be done in Hello Kitty races. So, make sure to get those donations in, guys, and I hope you're all having a really fun time watching this Kirby run. I know I am. I'm looking at all these silly little guys and enemies, and I'm like, this is like the most wholesome cursed game I've seen. The enemies are so creepy.
Just look at these spiders. So beautiful. So
They're so creepy.
Yeah, the spiders were a new enemy to this game, but this game was this game predates the spider ability that was in Star Allies.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I wish there was like that they always kept some of the abilities in the games. Like sometimes you just see the cleaning enemy, and I just love Kirby cleaning, but unfortunately that's not an ability that shows up often in the Kirby series.
I don't think has Broom Hatter ever given ability? Or was it like a different enemy that usually gives it?
I think it was Broom Hatter and I want to say the witch, that one of that witch enemy as well.
Yeah, that was Dreamland 3. Anyway, that was Black Hole 3, an auto scroller.
Yes.
And then later we will be having Magalor Cannon 2, another auto scroller.
But it's also a very neat auto scroller because there is a cute little skip that you can do in that level. So I'll be.
Yeah, remember when I was saying good things about the ordeals? I'm gonna say it. All the ordeals suck in World 4.
Yes, for real.
Yeah,
Right.
but this stage, good luck.
Yeah, so if I can do this right, this is gonna look very terrifying, but if I do it right, it's not gonna be that terrifying.
There's a chance.
Yep, there you go.
Ooh.
That is the God Cycle
That
right
is
there.
tight.
So that last platform or last stamp right there can kill you very easily if you mess up your movement in that whole entire segment. But we managed to hit it, so Pog for us. Poggers in the chat.
Big
Pog.
us.
Or the Poyos in the chat. I'm down for the Poyos too.
All the Poyos.
Alright.
Really?
Poyo.
And this is a pretty good showcase of how you can have that nuanced movement for Surge. So making sure you do like fast surges here, a long surge right there. That way you can land on those very small platforms with ease. Alright. And so into the next arena, very fast room right there.
Yeah, one of very long arena here. And also, there's some tricky setups. There's a really nice setup we have for a Magalor cannon that we're going to use in this arena, though, which I really like.
Yeah, I really like this one because these enemies originally were very annoying to deal with, but making sure to make use of that
Yeah,
Magalor
right
cannon
here,
is just
trap
awesome.
these two, go up, and then use a cannon. And then as you're using the cannon, the enemies still like sort of exit their portals. So like you can kind of use it early, which makes that perfect.
Alright, just a nice little setup right here to kill Dubior very fast. I accidentally put it there, but that's okay.
I thought you just lost your combo there.
Alright, and enter right in there with Magalor Surge. Very neat. There you go.
Nice frame. And a nice little point duplication there.
Yeah, just a small one. 50 points doesn't give you too much, but, you know, double of not too much is still quite a bit, so not a big deal. And now we're going to get into the final boss of this world. What are they called? They're not Twitter kids.
No,
Rampaging Doomers. Rampaging Doomers. So we're going to be going against Rampaging Doomers, and there's actually a lot of phase skips here we can do, if I do them correctly.
This fight was crazy to look at, because like the first time I played this game, it was day one. It was
There's a lot
1 a.m.
Casually, this fight is not easy, just because these enemies are like running around like toddlers at a preschool or something. Wait, preschool? At like a daycare. There's just a lot happening with these kids. Alright, nice little damage boost right here with the cannons. Oops. Alright, no worries. Yep, pretty fast kill. And
Making it look easy.
made it look easy, but if you play this casually, you're gonna have a terrible time with these enemies just because they're flying around, teleporting, they're just like everywhere. So don't want to deal with that whatsoever. But doing it fast, it's a very satisfying fight.
And that's the last of the golden tacos.
Yes.
So we're now going to be unlocking sort of the end of the game. Actually, not quite, because basically, we still have Magalor Cannon 2. After that, we have our little final boss sequence. But then, once you complete that, and you've completed all the other stages, that's when it's time for our bonus stage.
Yes. All right.
Which is an awesome way to end off the run, in my opinion.
Yeah, it really is. And
I'm glad.
Looks
I'm glad
like I
it
will
ends
have
with
enough
that.
magic points for this level, but I will talk about this little skip we're gonna do. This is gonna be an auto-scroller session, but there is a way where we can skip using one Magalor cannon right here. So if I do this right, I'll either die or do it right. So there you go. If you heard that click, there is a button that was actually above me, and so we used a nice little bomb clip or a clip using the platforms there that pushes the bombs up into the above level.
Bomb happy clip.
Yes, bomb happy clip. That's a nice name. I like that. And since we clipped that bomb all the way up to the top, we actually managed to hit a button that is intended to be inaccessible without by using the cannon. But cannons have a cutscene, so we just skipped a whole entire cutscene worth of waiting through this auto-scroller. So very neat little optimization there. And we do have enough magic points to get our final upgrade that will be very useful for this boss. Alright, and so we're going to upgrade Magalor Surge 5, which is going to be our last upgrade. And as you can see, I only have 744. Take away that extra stage that I did, and that's not a lot of magic points left over.
Alright, I heard you liked Doomers. So this here is Crown Doomer. And definitely like closest to a Grand Doomer in the original game. But this time he has like all sorts of different powers, including like the electric balls, as well as like a flame charge, which we're not going to be seeing in this run because we're going to be killing them
We're going to be
faster
killing those
than
guys.
that.
Yes. And so we're going to be using some bombs and needles to just protect ourselves during this phase transition. And unfortunately, it didn't want to protect me. That's okay.
The biggest upgrade we have access to now that like once you beat the Rampaging Doomers, you unlock like extra upgrades. And the biggest thing you get with that is what is it? You get the big bombs.
Yes,
Those
big
things are
bomb is gonna show a
huge
lot.
for skipping phases. Like, watch this. Also, we have our final boss, biblically accurate, Wispy Woods.
Yes, beautiful enemy right here.
This thing was crazy to see at 1 a.m. Ooh, small bomb skip.
Yeah, we got the small bomb skip, so usually you would summon an apple, but we hate apples. So we want to skip that and only want to beat the roots out of this Master Crown. And so this is going to be a small phase change right here. And what's coming up is going to be called Big Apple Skip. So if I do it correctly, this 10-second worth of a window of damage, we're going to be doing so much that we're going to be skipping
Just watch
a whole
the health
entire
bar
ad
here.
phase. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Yep, there you go. Easy. So that half health bar just went away just because there was 2 roots. Big Bomb was doing so much of the damage right there. And we just skip a whole entire Big Apple and a bunch of enemies that we have to kill.
Now we get
a
to shake
very
our
huge time
controller.
save. Now we're just gonna be pumping. Let's go. All right. And this is not time. This is not time. It looks cool, but we're not done just yet.
This is when timing would end for any percent. But we actually have to go back to our little game menu here. Skip the credits. But now we have the best part of the run. This is the final stage.
Yes, this is by far my favorite stage in terms of playing this game. This is going to be no fighting, so we're not going to be dealing with any arena shenanigans. We're going to be doing purely what I loved about Magalor Epilogue, which is the movement of Magalor Surge.
Yes.
And this is just Magalor Surge heaven right here.
Also, metal doesn't matter here.
Yes, it does not matter here because all we're doing is trying to complete all the stages, and since this is the final stage, we don't need a gold.
These poor Waddle Dees.
Yeah, so this song here, this is from Kirby's Dream Collection. A little anniversary game that, oh my gosh, released in 2012. And they had like these Magalor races in it, and this was like one of the songs that would play there. So glad to see it make a return in this game.
Very fitting because it's Return to Dreamland.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, very cool movement here. We do have that Magalor Surge 5, which allows us to do some intercardinal directions with the Magalor Surge after the first one. And so it just looks cool. Like, look at this. We're just going fast, not even have to worry about anything, except for that.
You're doing great.
Doing great, yep. Alright, nice little entrance right there.
Alright, a bit of a slower room here. I think we have time to leave it to
this
our
is the
host
time for
a
donations
second.
right here. It's the last time.
For sure. So, with our incentives met, we've got 2 new incentives, everyone. 2 new incentives. Our first new incentive is for Synesthete. I think that's how you say it. I'm going to believe that's how it's said with confidence. It's going to be the upgrade to all songs. It's a bit of a difficulty upgrade as well. So that's one of our new incentives for a run coming up soon. And then we also have a incentive for Lena's Inception, the upgrade to perfect ending. So if you want to see more game, more fun, maybe take a look at those incentives. As well as that, if you do an incentive, you can even bid on the bid war. So if you want to see either Hello Kitty or Bad Bants Maru, yep, I got it. Bad Bats Maru, you can vote on those in the bid as well.
Alright, this here is the key room. I should have mentioned, all of these stages you're seeing here, in the original game, there was like these dimensional rifts that you would go through as Kirby to defeat a Spear Doomer at the end and collect 2 energy spears. Basically what this bonus stage is we're going through, I'd say like a good 60% of them that were in the main game. You had to go through them as Magalor, but the music is awesome, but what's even more awesome is the movement. I just love it.
Very awesome. And also, we're going to come through a little skip right here. So usually you're supposed to be intended to go through this cannon, but that's for lamos. So we're going to be going for the last one, which triggers that cutscene.
If you thought this
and now
song
we're coming
was
to the
good.
best song in the world.
Yes!
Bring out those cat jams, whatever jam emotes you got.
Yep.
This is the best song right here.
It's the bad recorder song, everyone.
They're going ham on that melodica.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this song was originally from the 3DS game, DDD Drum Dash Deluxe.
Yes.
And oh no,
That was supposed to be a bomb input, so
I'm sorry.
Holding it together.
It's just like just the one thing everyone was talking about, how much they hated this song. But it's like
the song's
it's
great.
this song's so bad it's good.
Never
At least
pressed
they're
it once
playing in the
or
notes
to
right.
Kirby enjoy it.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine if it was wrong? that's like the Siva Gunner version of it. Alright, this Dimensional Rift is from World 6. And I believe after this we move on to World 7, where we'll have 2 more rooms.
Mm-hmm. And this room is pretty satisfying. Usually you want to do like 3 Magalor surges at all times, but this section here kind of requires you to do like a second, only 2 surges for one of them. Just a very minor like recognition of Magalor's limited movement. And so right there I did 2 dashes and then canceled it and do a 3rd one. So that way we're able to go through that cannon section very fast.
Alright, the
And we're
game
gonna try and go
teaches
for
you
a
you
skip
don't want to
here.
get squished here. We're gonna not listen to the game here. We're gonna go fast.
There you go. Yeah, so usually you can die on that 3rd set of squishing cannons, but managed to make it look really easy.
Yeah. And finally we have the last room here. Don't die.
Yeah, I might die here, but I do want to try and pull off a skip here that is very nice.
Uh-oh. One hit away
You
from
know what?
death.
We'll just take the L here. We'll just take the L.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I want to show it off, and it'd be better off if I can do it with like 100 HP. So. And we get to listen to the song once again.
100 combo.
Yeah, perfect 100. Alright, so here's a skip that I'm hopefully pulling off soon. That's fine. We don't care about that section right there. It's gonna be right here. Yep, there you go. Very, very tight area to skip all 3 of those cannons, so you can just go to the last cannon right there. And now we are gonna be coming up to time very soon. It's not gonna be when the portal ends, but whenever the all stages logo shows up. So we're almost there, everybody.
Magalor. Ooh, that was smooth going between that one tile gap. I see
Yeah,
you,
I love that. And we got a silver. Unfortunately, the run's dead. Just kidding.
Yep.
And time is coming up very soon.
This is
Very,
it.
very soon. And time. That is Magalor Epilogue. All stages cleared, just as the game's shown us. So I'm really glad that I was able to show off this run a lot. Thanks for Aidan for coming to commentary. It is very difficult to do commentary all by myself.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, but if anyone wants to ever follow me, I do, I guess, like Super Mario 64 lately, but I also do some blindfolded shenanigans with the games that I do speedrun, so if you ever want to watch me do Magalor Epilogue blindfolded, feel free to show up. But yeah, that's it for me.